Welcome everybody to the Hall of Fame of STW. Not the Hall of Fame of STW, the Hall of Fame of the WWE. This Hall of Fame is gonna go down being one of, probably the greatest Hall of Fame shows ever because hopefully, man, this shit was popping here and there, and the Hall of Fame itself is a phenomena in Mania weekends, alright? It's itself a damn phenomena in WrestleMania history. But to say that it is bad. It was bad for an it was not the over the top great. Alright, the Hall of Fame kicked out, the countdown or whatever, the Hall of Fame kicked out. We're just here to review the Hall of Fame, so if you're not if we're gonna stick around, and if you're not gonna stick around, please just subscribe. It'll be a great thing here for STW. We put out some fantastic and some fun wrestling content, and we have some really cool wrestling content coming up. So just subscribe to STW, and you will get that content on your screens right away. And click the notification bell to, get more updates and get more stuff with STW. Join the STW community, or the As I Say Spades community for STW, but that's where I'm gonna say unbiased stuff. Anyways, man, the show kicked off hot in the Hall of Fame, with a Paul Heyman promo package. I'm like, what? And Paul Heyman comes out to an ECFNW entrance. But we're just gonna stop to that. We're just gonna stop through that. We're just gonna, forget that shit. The Rock was Rock was on the show for sure, but like that's an play into storylines and stuff. Roman Reigns, he could have been Brock Lesnar as he was there. Could have been Punk, but could have been Dreamer. Roman really solidifies what Paul Heyman is currently. So Roman Reigns, inducts him to the Hall of Fame. Does such a good speech. Man, like talking as Joe, not Roman, as fucking Joe. So, like, it was hot as hell. It was so effing hot that you can't tell me professional wrestling can't be that hot. It was hot. Paul Heyman comes out, but again, the promo package comes out, and oh my god, Heyman with that entrance from ECW, looking like a fucking G, my lord. He came out, hugged, Rob Van Dam, and hugged Dreamer, and hugged Bully Ray, ECFNW. Probably couldn't get Sandman on the show. I don't know why he couldn't make it, but anyways, like, then he reviewed his career, like, I don't know what to do. He cut one of the best promos. Talked about his children, and how he loves his children. Talked about his career. Talked about Vince McMahon, I think he did. Talked about, like, his run at SmackDown. Talked about Brock Lesnar. Wow, indeed. Talked about disrupting the business. It was shoot on shoot, and praised Triple H, Paul Levesque, for a great environment of professional wrestling that he's created. The WWE environment is a free, creative, free-led environment to develop future main event stars. We know who those are, but this was special. This was so good. And then he ended up saying, you can suck my fucking dick if ECW died of bankruptcy, man. Oh, this was so good. It's like he went out there, mentioned everything, mentioned Brock, mentioned Vince probably too, mentioned that promo, mentioned that they were disrupting thing, really talked about ECW and the life of ECW, and really brought up ECW was running through, Stephanie brought her up. It was just Paul Heyman. It was the best, might be go down as one of the best Paul Heyman promos of all time. So fucking good. My lord, that promo was chef's kiss. It was a platter, a silver platter of one of the most delicious ice cream I have ever. You have a flavor of ice cream, right? On that silver platter, that's this tasty, the best ice cream I ever had. That was Paul Heyman's promo. That's how I'm gonna describe it. It was a flavorful promo if you wouldn't get it, the flavor feeling about it, but it was one of the best promos in the history of WWE, and might go down as the best promo in Hall of Fame of all time. All right, Paul Heyman done. I think then we move on to Muhammad Ali, if I'm not wrong. You know, People's Champion and stuff. Or maivia. I'm probably gonna say the right one or the wrong one, I don't know. But it was either maivia or Muhammad Ali. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the maivia or something. I'm gonna go with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, I didn't know what that was done. Muhammad Ali comes out and sorry, my bad. The Undertaker inducts Muhammad Ali into his wife Lonnie, was there, or something? Muhammad Ali, if you don't know, one of the best boxers of all time. Or something close to who really grew up watching him, but okay. Muhammad Ali, one of the best boxers of all time. And who else was it? It was Muhammad Ali, one of the best boxers of all time, for sure. But Lonnie talked about The Rock's, fish, and then she called out The Rock. Undertaker, stealing, says he wanted to say that line that Muhammad Ali said once, and there was promo packages Muhammad Ali was one of those people. Growing up as a Muslim, he inspired me, so it was fantastic. Loved every little bit of Ali's promo, and whatever Ali said, Ali's promo was, really done by anybody. So Lonnie really started talking about The Rock when he was getting over. The Ali family came, this is a story that Rock shared himself about the People's Champion, and we really got into more of the story where The Rock virtually handed over, and the crowd was booing Dwayne's ass straight up. They were booing Dwayne's ass. The Rock was getting his ass booed, and and then again, not yet, but still, and they look at each other, and he says the respect of Muhammad Ali and takes this beautiful championship is beautiful. And the connection of Lonnie and Ali. And now we talk about The Rock, the IRS, Mike Rotunda, and I think Barry Windham. Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham. And then I will discuss in a separate video Bray Wyatt's life and his career, to that documentary, because I don't do documentaries. Probably going to talk about, and it's going to be a doc to talk about stuff like that, about Bray Wyatt, exclusively we talk about the documentaries in pro wrestling, soon starting, I think now, it'll be a big thing. But for SCW and for us, and for you guys to watch it, to the knowledge perspective on it, and you let you guys check out the documentary of Heaven. Bray Wyatt, stock, man, phenomenal. And this promo by, again, bringing up Wyndham Rotunda was so good. It brought a tear to my eye, brought a tear to everybody's eye. He is here with the fireflies are all over the place. The fireflies are of his children, man. Come on, he is. I know Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham are like both, sad and like heartbroken. And it makes sense that they wouldn't win them. And, said that would love to see Zolman in the Hall of Fame. And Barry Windham, again, being the four horsemen, which I kind of did not really know because I don't know him as popular. I don't know him as being that popular of a wrestler because he's like an old school, 90s to 80s guy, an 80s wrestler. He's a wrestler. The NWA and WCW era, not the NWA, but the NWA, exactly, the NWA, JCP, Jim Crockett Promotions wrestler, a wrestler, straight up. It was cool. It was so cool to see these two get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Both richly deserve it. The American Express, these two were. Again, talked about when Micah and Taylor Rotunda. I think these are Mike Rotunda's kids and Bray Wyatt's siblings, and they also talked about the documentary. We'll get into that later on. But yeah, like good stuff. And talk about IRS, talk about himself as again Mike Rotunda. Himself again as Mike Rotunda. It was good. It was some good stuff. It was some really good stuff in there. And their speech too, and emotional. And again, at Wyndham, the fireflies lit up for Wyndham, and beautiful. Like, man, that shit was so good. And so Robert Missant off this. The connection with Wyndham and that we have, and again his dad mentioning it, Wyndham's dad. Great induction speech by Micah and Ross. Taylor Rotunda. Wow. All right, we move on to a guy that I might have known him. But again, it's hard to know these people, but got to a little more. Thunderbolt Patterson. I don't know if he's like Pat Patterson related, but no. Thunderbolt Patterson, I think that I saw, I think I've seen him. And he had this exhilarating character that had this, has over the top, funny, right? That's not sexual, not sexual, but and really over the top character, and as a black man, and at that time got and had this cool character, Thunderbolt Patterson, and not that much, and then he cut a really speech. What I'll say about his speech, we're inducted him. I don't know him too well too. If you know who that is, tell me. Because I maybe forgot, maybe I don't know. He cut a very long speech, and the connection with the crowd, the connection with pro wrestling, connection as Thunderbolt as Thunderbolt Patterson, is this guy, and he ends up cutting this evangelist, a long promo. I'm like, this promo's taking forever. It's being slow, so I respect it. It was like, this guy's put in such work, and he doesn't deserve to be talking like this and so slowly. That's his body. He cannot, he is old. He's mumbling. It's okay. That's how you age. It happens. So he's 80 years old or something, and it cuts a very long promo. Mentions a lot of Jesus and God. I'm like, there are a lot of beliefs, but alright, what does this have to do? So it was a nice promo, and the crowd said, may I get an amen? I'm like, what the hell is this in church? I'm sorry if this offended somebody, but my remarks about it, but it was a long promo, and alright, what that was, whatever. It was a good promo, I would say at best. It was a nice promo. It was a touching promo for people who grew up watching him, and he deserves his flowers to raise the tone from black wrestlers, in my opinion. good induction of the Hall of Fame. Now we ended off with Maivia with The Rock, Inducts, and will be received by Anna Johnson. And The Rock, his trial package, The Rock talks about his grandmother and, everything else. Rock talks about his grandmother and everything else. And, Rocky Johnson, his dad, and everybody else, especially his grandmother had this connection with her. Maivia, who passed away in 08 or something, I think. Yeah, 08 probably. So Anna Johnson, her daughter is gonna collect this award, and she does. She collects the award, and now we do have alright, so that's the off, and then we start to talk, the Rocks start talking about Cody, the Dusty family, everybody. Maivia was one of the most promoters in pro wrestling, alright? And brings up Dusty, brings up all his heroes, all the guys she had show in Hawaii, the promoter Peter Maivia. And she was the first woman promoter of all time or something, probably at 10. And she did a fantastic job. She promised Peter that she would, and it's a good story. And in my opinion, and then you brought up, Cody. I said, Cody, I respect your family, I respect your dad, but between me and you, it's gonna be personal. And that's what we ended off with. Wow, it was a great Hall of Fame, and I don't really watch Hall of Fame live, but I did, and my God, this Hall of Fame live was chef's kiss. Miles better than anything I've seen in a long time. The class of Hall of Fame 2024 will go down as being one of the greatest ever. It is easily top 10. These are some top level guys to ever do it. And it was short and it was sweet. It was not thousands of people who are getting the Warrior Award or something. Because it's too, with Vince, it's he's giving everybody everything. The Bella Twins were in the Hall of Fame in 2021. The Bella Twins. This is the most fucking cynical fact it is. The Bella Twins got inducted for Undertaker Days. This were Nikki Bella's former boyfriend John Cena did. Come on. The Bella Twins are Hall of Famers. I get it. The Hall of Fame is a big deal now. And they had some of the right calls. Paul Heyman, Philly, Wendy and Reckner, down below the ECW arena. Holy fucking shit. So start it off with saying, stop it off or whatever. SDFNW, ECFNW, SDFNW is out from this effing show.